Menglava, Merry Christmas Balo, Yauchin Sigo no Consecene, General Dini, Kakeri Miaji Jatema, General Ilu Jizu Chimonchi, Christmas Puego, Jizu Chimonchi, Christmas Puego, Zimbabwe beat it, to Pia Yame Wandare, Zimbabwe beat it, Piashi Namarabo, two Chimon Bare. Piashi Namaro da Lake Passes a Boji Megla Shibazi. So Ratini Haso ye, generally attendo ye, Senipi, Jiru Chimonchi, Nile Pipare, Senipi de Titao, or Sam Lakere, Piashi Namaro, Passes a Boji Megla Shibazi. So the Denobu Sapima, the Satin Lake, Chinkani Pimamono, the Gniti Diao, the Dindo Tema, Jaya, Niama. Tawe Lile, Mataitan Donyale, Tansawi, the Tindoye, E. Awada Alma, Kolo Yare, Payashimole, two Jesu Dene, the Tindo, the Usang Lakede, equal the Yauchisule, two Jesu Dene, so the Neha Christmas Buene, Pietilo, Himalaya Bima, Joya Bima, the Tindoye, Senipi, Chimwa Chine to the Christmas Bueva Labi, Bawe, Joya Chimi Bide. To the Yauchin Sivole, a two Jesu Dene, to Piashin Tamalaro, the Dechi, Wamiochi, Pioshin Chi, Yauchin Sidai, and Sajabasi, issue Predona Marona, so don't be body.
Hello, MCF, Hampton, Virginia. Happy blessed 10th anniversary. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
MCF Hampton go na concert ska pyochine chno na me ayin ro tangba zalum no da chno na me ayin da me Hampton ga lu ri ti da ro la ring lo ti da nya le ba so MCF ma sa sa chin no ga phya chi su ro jaung chno ne chno zani de le sa chin kre ya ni 3 နှစ်လောက်ထိပေါ့နော်ပါဝင်လာနိုင်ခဲ့တာဖြစ်တယ်2012ခုနှစ်မှာတော့ကျွန်တော်မိသားစုရဲ့အခြေအနေကြောင့်ကျွန်တော် Michigan Battle Creek ကိုကျွန်တော်ပြောင်းရွှေ့လာခဲ့တာဖြစ်တယ်လို့အခုလိုကျွန်တော်မိသားစုလည်း MCF ရဲ့10နှစ်မြောက်မွေးနေ့မှာအခုလိုပါဝင်ခွင့်ရတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ဖျက်ရှင်ကျေးဇူးတော်ကိုချီးမွမ်းတယ်လို့ဒီနေ့ထိတိုင်အောင် MCF ကိုပို့ဆောင်တဲ့ဖျက်ရှင်နာမတော်လည်းပို့ဒါရဘုံကြီးပါစေအခုဥဆောင်နေတဲ့ဆရာနဲ့အတင်တော်မှာရှိတော့လူကြီးတာဝန်ရှိသူများနဲ့အတင်တူတင်သားများအားလုံးပေါ်မှာဘုရားရှင်ဆက်လက်ပြီးအကောင်းကြီးပေးပါစေကျွန်တော်အနေနဲ့ MCF ကိုမှာခြင်းတဲ့အကြောင်းအရာတစ်ခုကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုယ်ပဲတဲ့ဘုရားကအသက်ရှင်တဲ့ဘုရားဖြစ်တယ်သူကိုတစ္ဆာရှိပြီးမှသူကိုချစ်တဲ့လူတွေရဲ့အတ္တတာမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဘုရားသခင်ကကောင်းချီးပေးဖို့ရန်အတွက်ဂတိတော်အမြဲတမ်းရှိတဲ့ဘုရားဖြစ်တယ်။ဒါကြောင့်ဘုရားသခင်ကိုချစ်ဖို့ရန်အတွက်ကျွန်တော်အားပေးခြင်းနဲ့ဘုရားကိုချစ်တဲ့လူတွေရဲ့အသက်တာထဲမှာကျွန်တော်နှလုံးသားထဲမှာမကြံစီဘူးတဲ့ကောင်းခြင်းမင်္ဂလာမျက်စိနဲ့တောင်မမြင်ဘူးတဲ့ကောင်းခြင်းမင်္ဂလာကျွန်တော်နားနဲ့တောင်မကြားဘူးတဲ့ကောင်းခြင်းမင်္ဂလာကဘုရားရှင်ကကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုပေးဖို့ရန်အတွက်စောင့်မြင်နေတာဖြစ်တယ်။ဒါကြောင့် MCF အတင်းတော်မှာရှိတဲ့အတင်းတူတင်းသားများအားလုံးအသက်ရှင်တဲ့ဘုရားသခင်ကိုအမြဲတမ်းချစ်ပြီးမှအဆုံးတိုင်အောင်တည်ကြည်ပြီးမှသူ့ရဲ့လမ်းပေါ်ကနေသူ့ရဲ့လမ်းကြောင်းပေါ်မှာအမြဲတမ်းယုံကြည်စွာနဲ့ဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့ဘုရားရှင်ဘုန်းတော်ထင်ရှားကြဖို့ရန်အတွက်အားလုံးကိုတိုက်တွန်းခြင်းနဲ့ပျော်ရွှင်တဲ့ခရစ်စမတ်နဲ့နှစ်တကူဖြစ်ပါစေလို့နှုတ်ခွန်းဆက်ပါတယ်အရောက်တိုင်းပေါ်မှာဘုရားသခင်ကောင်းချီးပေးပါစေ
မှာတင်တော်မပုံမှန်ချစ်လက်ခံမှာလဲရှိသွားကြတယ်
Hello everyone, hello Minglava.
Merry Christmas.
Kenya happy anniversary.
Congratulations ပါအရင်ပဲဝမ်းသာကုန်ယူဝမ်းမြောက်မိပါတယ်
ဘုရားရှင်ထံတော်မှာကျေးဇူးတော်နဲ့ညီစစ်ခြင်းသည် MCF အတင်းတော်ပေါ်မှာရှိပါစေတော့
Amen
ခုလိုคุณกองပြင်ဆင်ပေးတဲ့တော်ဘုရားရှင်နာမတော်ဘုန်းကြီးပါစေ
အာမင်
ကျွန်တော်တို့မိသားစုဖြစ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ဗချီညာကနေတော့ခေါ်တာဒီခွေးရှိတော့ပါပြီခုရှင်သေးတဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဗချီညာကိုလည်းတရိယာနေလုံးပါပဲဗချီညာကလူရလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုတရိယာပြီးစုတောင်းပေးနေတဲ့အတင်းတူတင်တာအလုံးကိုဒီအဝေးကနေကျွန်တော်မေတ္တာပို့ပေးပါတယ်
အာမင် Amen.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါကျွန်တော်တို့မိသားစုဖြစ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ဗချီညာကနေတော့ခေါ်တာဒီခွေးရှိတော့ပါပြီခုရှင်သေးတဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဗချီညာကိုလည်းတရိယာနေလုံးပါပဲဗချီညာကလူရလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုတရိယာပြီးစုတောင်းပေးနေတဲ့အတင်းတူတင်တာအလုံးကိုဒီအဝေးကနေကျွန်တော်မေတ္တာပို့ပေးပါတယ် ကျွန်တော်ဗကြီးညာ MCF ကိုတည်ထောင်တဲ့အခါမှာလူက3-4ယောက်ပဲရှိခဲ့ပေမဲ့အခုချိန်ထိဖျားသခင်ရဲ့မဆတော်မူသောကြောင့်ဆယ်နှစ်တိုင်ပို့ဆောင်ပေးခဲ့တဲ့ဖျားရှင်နာမတော်ကိုဘုန်းကြီးပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်ဗကြီးညာမှာရှိနေတဲ့အချိန်မှာ MCF တည်ထောင်နေတဲ့အချိန်မှာလူတွေကအဲ့ဒီလူတွေကိုမချီတော့ခဲ့ပေမဲ့ကိုနှစ်သက်တဲ့ကိုကြိုက်ခဲ့တဲ့နေရာကိုအဝေးကြီးကိုအကုန်လုံးရောက်သွားခဲ့ပါပြီတချို့ဆွေနာဝကြီးညာမှာရှိနေသေးပါတယ်တော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အဝေးကိုရောက်ခဲ့ကြပေမဲ့အခုလိုဗီဒီယိုနဲ့ဘောနော်မျက်နှာစုံဖို့အတွက်ပြားပြင်ဆင်ပေးတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်အထူးပဲကျေးဇူးတင်တယ်ပြီးတော့ MCF ကိုလက်ခံပေးကြခဲ့တဲ့ Presbyterian Pastori အတင်းတူတင်တာရီအားလုံးကိုအတိတ်တဖန်ထပ်လောင်းပြီးဖျားသခင်ကောင်းချီးပေးပါစေလို့ကျွန်တော်အဝိကနဲ့မေတ္တာပို့ပေးပါတယ်တော့ MCF ကကျွန်တော် Presbyterian ကကျွန်တော် MCF ကိုလက်မခံမှုဆိုရင်တော့ကျွန်တော် MCF ကိုတည်ထောင်နိုင်မှာမဟုတ်ပါဘူးအဲဒါကြောင့်အားလုံးအတင်းတူတင်တာအားလုံး Presbyterian တင်တူတင်တာအားလုံးကိုထပ်လောင်းပြီးတော့ဘုရားသခင်ကောင်းချီးပေးပါစေလို့ကျွန်တော်ပြောချင်ပါတယ်
Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. Congratulations on your 10-year anniversary of MCF. သင်တော်ကိုဘုရားသခင်သူရဲ့နိုင်ငံတော်ကျေပြန့်ဖို့အတွက်သားရွက်အသုံးပြုပါစေဘုရားသခင်ရောက်စီတိုင်းနဲ့အတူပါရှိပါစေ
Hi, my name is Jeannie Peters. Congratulations, MCF, on your 10th anniversary. I can't believe it's been 10 years already. In 2010, 2 young men came to our church, La Ring and Ong Mai. They were looking for a church home, and we are so grateful that God led them to us. The first time I met them, they were bailing out water in the church basement. You see, when it rained, the basement would sometimes flood, and Pastor Susie had put them to work right away. And Pastor Susie also would teach them English. At that time, Ong Mai couldn't speak English very well, and Pastor Susie told me, I don't think he understands what I'm saying. But then later she told me that Ong Mai said in a very clear voice, I love Jesus. And then she knew that he did understand. And after that, more Burmese families settled in our area and started coming to church. La Ring and Ong Mai had a vision of starting a Burmese service where all Myanmar were welcome, no matter what language they spoke, and that was the beginning of MCF. MCF would meet at our church in the afternoon after English service. Sometimes we would attend too. I love to hear you guys singing and praising and worshiping God. It's so moving, and I love to hear you when you pray all at the same time. That's so inspiring. Over the years, our church has helped you, and we've gotten to know you and love you. We've had a lot of fun together learning English. And I'll never forget the Heritage Festival in 2012, where we had fellowship and food and dancing. You danced in your native costumes. We had a good time. I can't wait until we can meet together again in person. MCF, I pray that God will continue to bless you and your ministry. Congratulations on your 10th anniversary.
We want to congratulate the MCFC on 10 years of excellent ministry. And personally, I have been involved with the Myanmar Friends since the beginning. Me and Jeannie Peters and Bill Still went down to the Catholic Charities almost the first day, and from that time on, and helping the families and getting to meet the families and watching the babies grow and all those things, and particularly when Pastor Clint asked me to lead worship services on occasion, I just fell in love with you, and I found that your faith and your commitment and your stewardship makes ours pale by comparison. So congratulations. We love you. Pierre Gonji Pivasek. God bless you.
And I'm Mark Jensen, and I remember the first Sunday that Ongmai and Lorraine walked down the aisle. We had never seen you before. We didn't know who in the world you were. But when you came and walked down the aisle and took communion, we knew that you were brothers and sisters, and that we were brothers and sisters in Christ. And I think we loved you from the very beginning, and we wanted you to stay, and we are so glad you did. I think of all the things we went through, the having the babies and not being able to translate for the doctors, and just all these little problems that you don't really expect to have, and learning the English language and the crazy things we did, like head and shoulders, knees and toes, to help the ladies learn body parts. Oh, it was just so much fun, and we have loved you the whole time, and we celebrate with you 10 years, and we hope that it'll be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, forever. We love you, and we celebrate with you, and we're so glad you're still with us. Yeah. Oh, the citizenship. Yeah, that was another thing. Jeannie and Miss Barb and Steve McGeorge were the ones who really did the work on that. But we went to a bunch of them and celebrated that with you too. So we hope to continue to celebrate all of the big things in your lives, and wish you wonderful things for years to come.
Congratulations, MCF, on your 10 years of being here in our community. You have enriched and enhanced the life of our church, First Presbyterian Church, and joining with us in worship. We look forward to many more years with you. We admire your journey that you have taken and so successfully arrived at. So again, thank you, congratulations, and welcome again.
I'm Cindy Levy, been a member of WIF for about 20 years now, and I came to share my recollections of the huge impact that MCF has had on our church in the last 10 years. It's been a wonderful change. I very clearly remember the first day that Lorraine and Mai came to our services. I was talking to Susie Cothran, our pastor, when Bill Still was very excited about it. You have to come. He dragged her away. You have to come meet these two young men. And from that, they came back again, and more people came, and little by little our congregation changed. For example, many more children came who didn't speak a lot of English, but boy, they loved crafts. And Beth Frommel is a craft expert. And so little by little, they came more and more to do crafts and speak a little bit more, and they learned English from that. That Sunday school class led very easily to Vacation Bible School. That first couple years, I remember the first year, we were used to having about 20 kids. We had 60 kids. And we had at the last minute to go running around to finding more crafts and more things that are easier for kids to understand. And we were so worn out and so grateful that we had such a full week. But mostly what I remember is how disappointed the kids were that they couldn't come back next week. They thought they were going to come all summer. Like, oh my goodness, this is excitement. This is excitement to be here and to learn some things. So it was such a success that we started having a sort of a mini Vacation Bible School on Thursday nights called The Force, where we would come have dinner and a little bit of lesson for folks, and then we have some playtime. And that went along very well, very enthusiastic, and we got to know each other a lot of different cultures and different families, that type thing. Because in the beginning, some of the folks from Myanmar had a hard time speaking English. Some of the folks from America had a hard time relating to what all the new folks were coming. Case in point would be a baby shower. I remember the first baby shower that we attended in 9 years ago. Not remembering exactly who the child was, but there was a small baby boy, and all the white Americans were seated on one half of the circle, and all the folks from Myanmar on the other half of the circle. And I remember coming up and wanting to say hello to the baby, and being told by the people from church, I was interfering with their space. I had to go sit down. But my main memory from that was the mom saying she just wants to see my baby. And that's what I did. I wanted to see her baby. Babies are multicultural. All cultures have cute babies. And she had a cute baby. So little by little, they started learning English. The kids started learning English. I think they started helping the adults. We had an adult class, several adult classes. I remember with learning through songs. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, one of them. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes. Learn the body parts and different music and so forth. They came and they sang in some of our adult, in the evening classes. That was cute. We got better at it. We got better understanding each other's food, and we had a cultural dinner, several cultural dinners, but the one I enjoyed the most was we got to tell our stories about what brought us here, what brought our families here. And so some Caucasians spoke and some Myanmar spoke. So I talked about my family had come to this country through the Pilgrims, who also were, leaving religious persecution. It just was a long time before then. And we learned some pretty harrowing, pretty upsetting stories about some of the folks that came over from Myanmar. My favorite part of that, though, is we had the local group from Myanmar do this bamboo dance. We had a bunch of PVC pipes, and the pipes moved back and forth, and they were dancing, and wow, they were amazing. I haven't seen one like that since then, so this is my plug for, can we have another cultural dinner and bring back the bamboo dancers there? I also remember how much enthusiasm and excitement went with Christmas pageants and getting dressed up as the sheep or as the wise men or as Mary or Joseph and coming through, and especially the little 2-3-year-olds really didn't have quite an idea what was going on, but they loved it. And they came again and again for that. As time went on, some of the kids, especially Stephen stands out in my mind, started going to McKinney Woods Camp for a week or several weeks in the summer. Just loved it. And Stephen was a very intelligent young man and started talking to the pastor, the part of the services, about what he understood about religion. And he moved away. I picture Stephen as growing up to be a pastor someday, though, how much that he knew. So we started integrating our services. We had some songs in Burmese and in English, especially around, like the World Communion or other kind of Sunday. We had some, some of us went to MCF services. And I want to say that I think it was the first time I went to an MCF service with Pastor Zaw. I was extremely impressed that he was playing his guitar in tune and singing while he was jumping up and down up here on the stage. And he never lost a beat or the music. I said, I don't know how he does that. He is amazing. So he added a nice dimension to that. And as time went on, we had a room dedicated to Myanmar folks with clothing, and then we moved another room up for his office so that he could have a place to stay. Other things that we have done was we had a citizenship class, several citizenship classes, and we're very proud of the number of folks who have emigrated here and been able to pass a citizenship. And Jeannie and I did a driver's ed class for some teenagers and some of the adults, which is where we learned how interesting it could be for some of the folks, how similar some words are that are exactly opposite, like maximum and minimum mean the exact opposite, but if you don't know the language, you can flunk the test on that. So those are my main memories from the impact MCF has on. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming to this church and creating MCF and being part of our congregation.
Happy 10th anniversary and many congratulations. We're so happy to see how well you've done in these 10 years, and it's so wonderful to be able to share a sanctuary with such a band of committed Christians. God bless you. God bless all of us as we remember to praise God and be the best people we can. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, this is Pastor Donna, the pastor at With Presbyterian Church, and we are so blessed by the Myanmar Christian Fellowship, and we're excited that this is in celebration of their 10 years here, celebrating with us in Hampton and meeting at With Presbyterian Church and becoming such an integrated part of our community. We are grateful and blessed by all of their gifts and kindness and generosity, all of you. We're just so happy that you're celebrating 10 years, and we give thanks to God. We give thanks and praise and thanksgiving for all that God has done to make it possible for the Myanmar Christian Fellowship to be such a blessing to us and in the wider community. Thanks so much.
ကျေးဇူးထူးတင်တဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ခဏတော့ကဒီတင်းတော်ကိုဦးဆောင်သွားခဲ့ကြတဲ့ညီကိုတွေဒီတင်းတော်ကိုချစ်ခင်မိတွေ့တာကြတဲ့မောင်မိသားစုဝင်တွေအရောက်ချင်းစီတွေကို wish လုပ်ပေးခြင်းဒီစနေပြေကိုကျေးဇူးတော်အောင်မေတ္တရသလိုဖျားရှင်ရဲ့နာမတော်ကိုချီးမွမ်းတော်တဲ့အခါမှာကြားရတဲ့အခါမှာအမတမဝမ်းမြောက်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ယုံကြည်တယ်ဒီနေ့ဒီမှာလာရောက်နေတဲ့သူတွေအရောက်ချင်းစီဟာလည်းတကယ်ပဲဖျားဒီကျွန်တော်တို့နဲ့အတူဒီမှာ wish လုပ်သွားတဲ့လူတွေနီးတူကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီတင်းတော်ရဲ့စနေပြေအစီအစဉ်ပေါ်မှာအာရနေတဲ့ကျင်းနာကြလိမ့်မယ်ဝမ်းမြောက်ကြလိမ့်မယ်လို့ယုံကြည်ပါတယ်အရောက်ချင်းစီတိုင်းမှာထိုဝမ်းမြောက်ခြင်းဒီကျွန်တော်တို့အရောက်ချင်းစီတိုင်းမှာဝမ်းမြောက်ခြင်းနဲ့အတူပျော်ရွှင်ခြင်းညိတ်သက်ချမ်းသာကောင်းခြင်းမင်္ဂလာတို့ကိုတက်ရောက်ပါစေလို့ယေရှုခရစ်တော်နာမတော်နဲ့ဆုတောင်းပေးပါတယ်အားလုံးကိုအထူးကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်